Shalawam, Great Millstone, Louisiana Saints, coming back at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawashi,
bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham,
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. So we're going to go into faith and how everything that happens is either to build or destroy your faith. Anything you look at, anything you go through, anything you experience, if you're a man of the Lord, it's going to build your faith. And if you're not of the elect, it's going to destroy your faith. The Lord right now is in the process of building and destroying the house of Israel. So give me that 1 Peter.
This is 1 Peter 1 verse 7. It said that the trials of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearance of Yahawashi Mashiach.
Right, that's the time we're in. We're in the time of our faith being tried, because right now, the second coming of Yahawashi Mashiach is about to happen. There's going to be Jacob's trouble. There's going to be World War III, famines, and pestilence. And all of these things are a trial of our faith. And it says, read that again?
It says that the trials of your faith being much more precious than of gold that perishes.
Right. The trial of our faith is more precious than gold. When you read Malachi, the 4th chapter, it tells you, I believe the 3rd chapter, it tells you that we're being tried. The Most High is making up his jewelry right now. And we're the house of the Lord. So everything you experience is going to build your faith if you're a man of the Lord. Give me the Acts on. Speak a little louder.
Acts chapter 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
Right. Anything that happens to you, if you're a man of the Lord, it's to build your faith. And if you're not a man of the Lord, it's going to be, whatever you're doing is going to come to naught anyway. Keep going.
Verse 39. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High.
Right. Keep going.
And to him they agreed. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahawashi and let them go.
Right. So you had a group of disciples and apostles. They were beaten up because they refused to stop teaching in the name. They refused to stop teaching the true doctrine, which at that time called for the downfall of the Roman Empire. You had a lot of scribes and Pharisees. They were high up in the Roman Empire, so they didn't want it to go down. And we see the same thing happening now. You have a group of men that are prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great, and then you have everyone else that wants to keep this place going because they like their position in this place. And some of them call themselves Israelites, some of them call themselves Christians, Black Power, woke, whatever it is. But the true men of Yahawashi Yahawashi want the second coming of Yahawashi. We want this place to be destroyed, and we're going to be persecuted. But what spirit should that put you in? Keep going.
Verse 41. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
Right. So imagine you get beat up for the Lord. These are men of the Lord. They were put in the spirit of, I'm glad this happened because this proves that we're of the elect. So their faith was boosted by getting beat up for the name Yahawashi. Now, if they weren't of the truth and they got jumped, they would say, well, look, this can't be the truth. Look at what I'm going through. This is wicked. And they would just leave. So everything that happens, if you're a man of the Lord, is going to build your faith. But if not, you're just going to be like, man, this is crazy. I didn't sign up for this. You know, the brother was saying the other day how a lot of Jakes, right now, when you see what's going on in the news, like I could lose my job. Oh no, this is too much. Jake is getting weak, man. Jake that's not of the elect. Right now, they're getting faint. They're coming up with different excuses. They're trying to trim this part of the doctrine. Oh, this really isn't in the Bible. I mean, it's in the Bible, but it's not the word of God. Jake is just losing it, man. We're seeing that these men whose faith is being tried, it's been proven that they don't really have the faith. So give me a brief.
This Hebrews 10 and 35. Got a little bit on this. Hebrews 10 and 35. It says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which had great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of Yahweh, ye might receive the promise.
Now it says, your faith, your confidence has a reward. All right, the word confidence means with faith. So if you're with faith, there's a reward that comes with that. You're going to endure until the end. Yahawashi said what? Hold fast to what you have. Those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So confidence comes with a great reward. Keep going.
It says, for yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Right. The scripture says the just shall live by faith. So if you're in a time when all the lights are going to be off in America, there's not going to be any trucks bringing food and products into the cities, you're going to have to walk by faith. So right now, what should you be doing? You should be building your faith. And the Lord is going to put you in certain predicaments to where if you're a man of the Lord, again, that's going to build your faith, because you're going to need, faith is going to be the number one commodity very soon on the earth. Right now, people are talking about Bitcoin. They're talking about gold and silver. They're talking we need to stock up toilet paper and canned goods. In the day of the Lord, faith is going to be the number one commodity. And if you haven't built up any at that time, it's going to be too late.
It don't matter if you even got a ticket to them underground bunkers.
Yeah.
None of that's going to matter in that day.
None of it.
Yeah. It says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
Right. We're not of them that draw back. And again, we can see a lot of our people right now, they're drawing back. They see the prophecies, and instead of that building their faith, they see the prophecies and get bugged out of their minds because they know that they've been using this time as an occasion to the flesh. They haven't been using this time to get built up in the scriptures. They haven't been fasting. They haven't been praying. They haven't been reading. They haven't been brotherly. A lot of them have been complete demons and enemies to the brotherhood. So when they see all hell break loose, that's it, man.
This is James 1 and 1. It says, James, a servant of Yahawaah and of the Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
The trying of your faith worketh patience, man. He said, take it joyfully. Only a man of the Lord writes something like that, because only the men of the Lord are going to take tribulation joyfully. If you don't have faith and something horrible happens to you, this is why so many people worship idols, because idols promise you glory. They promise you opulence. They promise you that everything's going to be okay. When you look at white Jesus, God is good all the time. You look at Allah, Buddha, all of these handmade idols, that puts you in the spirit of everything's going to be okay as long as I worship this idol. The God of Israel is the only God that tells you, look, when you come to serve me, endure temptation, endure hardness. You're going to be experiencing some horrible things. I'm going to try you. I'm going to test you. That's how you know this is the only true and living power.
You got it right. It says, but let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entice wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that give it to all men liberally, and upbraid it not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
Right, nothing wavering, man. You can't ask the Lord to give you something, but then you don't believe at the same time. You have to have faith to ask for more faith. You have to have faith to ask for gifts from the Heavenly Father. Like it tells you in, you still in Hebrews, Art?
We say this too,
Hebrews 11.
And a lot of time, you ask the Most High for something, ask him once, man. Don't keep asking for the same thing. If you keep asking for the same thing, you don't have faith that he can do it, man. You know, in a sense. This verse is going into our faith is going to be tested at the max. The max. Your life is going to be on the line. You know, every second, every millisecond, you're gonna think, are you gonna make it? Or you know that feeling you get in your heart. You probably know what I'm talking about. Your adrenaline and shit, get the pumping. Your heart, you can feel your heart there and then coming through your shirt. Those type of feelings. Every move, every turn that you make around a corner is you don't know what's gonna happen. But you gotta put that nigga sitting in the tree, you gotta put it in the Lord's hands. Literally, man.
Yeah.
You got it out.
He's the only one that's going to be able to deliver you out of what's coming.
That's right.
When you read the prophecies and you look on the news, you can see what time we're going to need the Lord to deliver us. There's no way around it. There's no way if ands or buts. And you know, in every Israelite, we all have a connection to the Father, regardless of what ideology or religion you claim to believe in. We all, at the end of the day, we're all going to be calling on that higher power. But the Lord actually gave us his true name, his son's name, his will and intent. We're going to be calling on the Lord in true faith. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. We did everything you said to do, and now it's up to you now. You know, put it in his hands. You got the Hebrews 11.
This is Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hopeful, the evidence of things not seen.
Right, the evidence of things not seen. It takes a gift, which it tells you in Ephesians 2:8 that faith is a gift. It takes a gift for you to believe in something that you can't see. And as the brother read earlier, the just shall walk by faith, not by sight. So if you're walking around, you don't see any food, you haven't eaten in 2 days, it's going to take faith for you to believe, okay, the Lord said his servant shall eat, so there's got to be food around here somewhere. It's going to take faith for you to see just thousands of people getting put to death, and you're still in the city. The Lord's preserved you, so you believe that you're going to be delivered, man. It takes faith for you to see these things, even though you can't see them physically. You can see them in the spirit. That requires faith.
You have just like we bring out examples time and time again on the block. We believe in the kingdom. Have we been there? Have we seen it? Have we seen the sign? Say, welcome to the kingdom. No, but we believe in it. We believe in a deliverance through chariots, man. Have we seen chariots? Yeah. Have we seen it in a sense of delivering it? No, but we believe it's going to happen. And we're prisoners of hope, man. We are faith-based Israelites, man. All right. I hate them physical niggas, man. Niggas gotta see, feel, touch, smell shit, man.
Gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, and that's the bulk of our people. They see it to believe it. But but niggas believe that Tupac Shakur's still alive. Yeah. They ain't seen that nigga in years, man.
Yeah. They believe in the love potion. They haven't seen that fix anything like.
Yeah, we can bring out countless numbers of examples, man. But you get the point, you know. You got it out.
Faith is a great equalizer. Actually, it equalizes your nerves, in particular things to what? Anticipate waiting. It's like the faith is the act of waiting. All right? And while you waiting, all right, you waiting with a conscience. Like, damn, the Lord got me waiting. Which, like you say, what is that a hope for if you wait? Like if you waiting, all right, then obviously that's a testament to your faith, man. All right? But this Hebrews 3:1, it says, wherefore, holy brethren, I'm going to read down a couple verses. Partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostles and the high priests of our profession, the Mashiach and Yahawashi. Because it tells you in Hebrews 12 that he's the author and finisher of our faith. Why it got to be a first beginning of our faith, then a finishing of it? If faith is just, what it is, right? It's a start and a finish. Because when you started out, your faith wasn't as great as what? The latter end. That's why I said, walk the perfect man, for the end of that man is peace, right? It says, who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moses was faithful in all his house. For this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, inasmuch as we who had builded the house had more honor than the house. Was just talking about Yahawashi. For every house is builded by some man, but he that builded all things is our power. And Moses verily was faithful in all his house as a servant. This is the point. For a testimony of those things which were to be spoken after.
That's beautiful. It's the spirit that Yahawashi's father was what? A carpenter. And Yahawashi is what? Building the house of the Lord, just like King Solomon did. So you have to have vision. You have to have faith to build a house. You have to say, okay, this is just a plot of land. It's flat right here, but I'm gonna put the foundation here. I'm gonna have 4 walls here. You have to have vision to see a house being built. Yahawashi had the ultimate vision, and he gave a part of that to his servants, the prophets.
That's right.
Which we are the contractors that come in.
Yeah, we are.
And help
construct it.
Help construct it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we the stones. We are those clean stones that, like you say, replace the what? The filthy temple or the filthy stones.
It was torn down.
It was torn down, but it's built up spiritually now. All right. It says, but the Mashiach as the son over his own house, which when you go into Yahawashi, that's demons, bro. When you go into Yahawashi, right? He's the succor, right? So if he's the help in which our faith lies in. It says, but the Mashiach as a son over his own house, whose house we are. You see, if we hold fast the confidence, what's the confidence? The faith. And the rejoicing of the hope firm into the end. You got it,
That's beautiful, man. That goes right back with the other part of Hebrews that he read. There's a rejoicing and a reward to having the confidence. The confidence is a gift.
That's the reason why we get so excited about the visions. You know what I mean? Because we see it.
Yeah.
We see the kingdom. We see the peace. We see the unity of Israel again. Right? Like we see that. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
And we the brothers of him who had the most faith in all of Israel.
Right.
Who had more faith than a Mashiach Yahawashi who came, laid his life on the line?
Yeah.
Like, he hadn't had the kingdom yet before he laid his life on, but he had faith that the Lord was going to give him all dominion, power, and principality, and sit at his right hand until he what? Make all his enemies his footstool. That he didn't have that yet.
Yeah.
He had to come down for that. Go ahead, now.
Not only are we canon Yahawashi, we're the direct seed of Abraham.
Yeah.
He got the promise through what? Faith, not keeping the law. We're the sons of a man who was he was called a friend of the Most High because of his faith. So that's our forefather, man. So you're really not even counted as the son of Abraham if you don't have faith. You're just a nigga, man.
Evil heart
If you don't mind me saying, we going at a time where you're gonna need big faith.
Big faith.
You know,
Because Abraham, like the brother said, but we are the children of faith because we are of that same seed, and we have that same gift in us to have faith, man. We don't travel and worry about, what's gonna happen. We have faith in Yahawashi is gonna direct it the way it needs to go. And like I said, if we fall by it, so be it, man. That was a part of it too, to the end.
Yeah. Speaking of Abraham, he was told to kill his son, man. And he was ready to do it through faith. No other reason, just faith. The Lord said, do this. It's got to be done. This is the acceptable sacrifice. It is what it is. And, that's a whole nother topic, but he was ready to do it. And that built his faith. But you said you have it.
Jeremiah 32:27. Behold, I am the Most High, the power of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
Yeah. Rhetorical question.
Yeah. Like, is anything too hard for the Most High? That's why you gotta have faith that he's gonna stand on his word to do exactly what he said he's gonna do. He already made it out for us. We don't know what it is. But we pray that he does have a way for us. But like I said, he's gonna stand on his word. He made that way. He lit that standard already, man. So we gotta just stand still and say scripture say just be faithful. And pray without ceasing.
That tells you in Psalms, be still and know that I'm Yahawah. It takes faith to do that. When you see all hell breaking loose and you just know, okay, the Lord got me, that takes faith. It takes faith for you to even believe in the scriptures. You got Jake out here talking about the white man wrote this, the white man tampered with this, he changed that. They don't have faith. Jake ultimately doesn't have faith, but they can't come out and say, I'm faithless, I lack faith, because that will require humility. If you lack faith, for those of you that, you might be watching videos, taking notes, if you're low on faith, the Lord knows that you're low on faith. You're supposed to ask him, as the brother read, he's going to give you liberally. If you're low on faith, just ask for more faith. It's not a sin to ask the Lord for faith. Jake just has so much pride. You might come in the truth. Okay, I believe in the kingdom, but I don't believe in the chariots. Or I believe in this, but I don't believe in that. I believe in this part of the doctrine, but
12 tribes, chariots.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'm talking about the unbelief of the Lord King.
Yeah. I believe these are the men of the Lord, except the 12 tribe chart. I don't believe in so-called Latinos. That means you lack faith. That's all that means. Just ask the Lord for more faith. It's not that complicated. But Jake wants to try to take a lack of faith and make a super technical, logical, rational argument. Well, this really see, brother, it says here that Ephraim. No, man, you just don't believe. That's all it is. You're trying to make some elaborate argument to cover the fact that you lack faith instead of just praying for more faith. That's all you need.
Another thing that they do, they turn their ear from hearing the word.
Yeah.
All right, because it's the word actually circumcised you.
Yeah.
So if you turn your ear from hearing it, you remain uncircumcised.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll tell you in Romans 10.
Yeah.
Faith
From
in
the
the
word.
word.
Yeah, because you got to put that in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're not talking about all the man. Yeah.
You never seen that happen right there. But anyway, like I say, but they got them niggas that's vile by the mind.
Yeah, man.
Man talking about circumcised of the heart, man, of the mind.
Yeah, but that's beautiful you said that, because it tell you in Romans 10 that faith comes by hearing.
By hearing.
So if you cut off yourself from hearing the word, you cutting off your faith.
You cut your faith off.
Yeah.
And a lot of these jakes who, like you said, don't believe it, they don't really read the scriptures. They don't hear the word. They don't watch videos. They're what? They're set in their ways of the way that they learn of the Lord. Like, all right, I'm cool here. We don't listen to GMS.
Yeah.
Or we don't listen to videos. They don't even hear the word. All right, go ahead.
Because because all throughout the time that we've been on the block, we ask people, man, just these excuses you coming with, can you back these things up? And they don't.
Ever.
They don't have no references. They don't have nothing, man. But they got as many excuses as they possibly can have.
All right, I got to put it through that. This James 1:17. This why, all right, because like you say, faith is another element. This is out this world, man. Like this is not. You can't go purchase faith. It ain't that whole food, all right, for $15.99, man, on the shelf. It says every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. If faith is a gift, right, and coming down from the Father of light, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. So the Lord that implemented faith in you, he's not going to overturn the faith. All right, like that's in you. This part of the gift which I bestowed upon you. It says, this the point, of his own will beget he us with the word of truth, all right, that we should be kind of a first fruits of his creature. And the first fruits of his creatures all got faith. The 144 all got faith. Now, yeah, it's different levels and measures. We get that. But they all got the faith that's going to get them into what? The being elected and getting what? Accepted to salvation, whether that's through debt or what? Or through being picked up by the chariots, man.
You're going to be on them chariots
without no faith. Ain't nobody going to be on the chariots without faith.
That's the ticket to get on.
That's the ticket, man. That's why I said account of his first fruits of his creations. The first fruits is the 144,000. That's also those who are slated to be saved in this upcoming real soon. You see, 12,000 out of each tribe of the tribe of Jacob, man. 12,000. You got it, man.
You can give me Ephesians 2:8 and 9 to back up what you just read. You got it right.
You want to read out now,
You can get the Ephesians first.
All right, this is Ephesians 2:8. It says, for by grace are ye saved through faith. And that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High, man.
Right.
Not of works, these any man should boast. That's not, my bad.
Yeah, faith is a gift ultimately, and it's not a works. It's not. We didn't earn the faith, but we're putting in work. We're putting in. We're making our bodies a living sacrifice, like it tells you in Romans 12, so that we can have our faith added. Because everything we're going through is to build our faith even more. If you give somebody just a little seed, the faith the size of a mustard seed. What is a mustard seed? Why do Yahawashi say that? Because the mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds, but it grows into one of the largest plants. That's how your faith is supposed to be. Keep going.
It says, for we are the workmanship created in the Mashiach Yahawashi unto good works, which our power had before ordained that we should walk in them.
Right, we're the workmanship, going back to the first fruits. Every man of the Lord has a gift of faith. He's been given that kernel, that seed of faith. It's up to you to take it and run with it, or to just let it dwindle and wither away. If you're a man of the Lord, you already know what time it is. You got it right.
Now, this is Romans chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 1.
Hey, real quick. Don't jump, because it got some heavy meat. Jump to 17 and read down to 20. It's going.
This is Ephesians 2, verse 17. And came by, and came and preached peace to you which were afar off, and to them which were not. For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and the household of our power, and are built up upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, the Mashiach Yahawashi himself being the chief cornerstone.
The building. That's the building.
That's the building.
The foundation, the chief cornerstone. You got it right.
I read it in Hebrews 3, whose building we are. And he had more honor than the house. Yeah. So that means he had more faith than the house as well.
Right.
So if we're following in the same footsteps as him, right, we're going to share the house or be joint heirs with him. Yeah. That's why he said we're going to come in and do the construction, the flooring, because he who had honor got more, he who built the house have more honor than the house.
Yeah, but ultimately our faith is in the word.
It's in the word.
Yahawashi is the word. So our faith is in Yahawashi. Really,
that's the household of faith, though.
Yeah.
Right? Let me keep reading. And whom all the building fitly framed together, growing up into a holy temple in the Lord. And it's the temple what you see. All right? When the temple was rent, now you can see where, like you say, that holy temple can be anywhere now, man. Yeah. Not anywhere, but anywhere where the temple those stones that build up the temple is at, man. All right?
And not to get too off topic, but how could you read something like that and then hang your hat on the Levitical priesthood that requires a physical temple?
Yeah.
These people just don't believe it, then they don't have faith.
No.
They're trying to phrase it as something else. It's really this. They just don't have faith in what we're reading.
When you put on vests and shit, come out with AR-15, you don't have no faith
At all.
Right?
At all.
You can't have. You don't have no faith at all, man.
Plus, let's say you do get killed bringing out the word. Do they not know that you're going to be first on the chariot? Which means not only do they not have faith that the Lord is going to protect them, they don't even have faith that if something does happen to them, that they'll be rewarded for it.
They're going to be raised up first.
Yeah, they don't
They
don't believe in none of that.
Yeah.
It's going to tell you that your works follow you
Yeah.
to the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
I got a little more. Last one. Ephesians 2:22. And whom also, I'm going to read 21 again. And whom all the building fitly framed together, growing up into the holy temple into the Lord. Meaning what? When you're growing up, your faith is being built. The more we are growing, the more our faith is being manifest, man. All right? Think about it, man. The more and more you learn the word of the Lord, the more and more bolder you get.
Yeah.
You get bolder in confidence, meaning what? With your faith. Your faith get what? Stronger.
Yeah.
So your show or your countenance start to be stronger towards the way you speak about the Lord.
Yeah. Hey, niggas come out there with guns, tell them, fuck, go get the
Go
bitch.
get the gun.
Yeah.
Get this shit.
Yeah.
And they be like, whoa, who these niggas?
They like, man, this is different. Like, they usually, coward out and get fearful. They like, go get the gun. And while you at it,
Okay,
go get your gun. Give me Job. Yeah, give me
fuck
Job
them niggas,
19.
man.
We gonna continue what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So that even more, that like, damn, these dudes face, they fate causing their face to manifest. Like, go ahead.
Now, it was an example that I seen in San Francisco with the brothers. The dude came up with
yeah,
the
with
gun,
the
man.
gun, yeah,
and they still was rebuking his ass, man.
Yeah, it don't matter.
His faith.
Them young brothers in Dallas, remember that?
Dallas, yeah.
He
He was stunned walking down the street,
Yeah.
shit, pulling this shit out.
Yeah, man. And it's still out there, man.
Still out there.
Only the Lord could take the men of the Lord off the highways and hedges, man. Not some random bug out nigga, man. That's not.
Well, you don't mind.
Like Jake don't even realize we're prophesying against the Rothschilds. We're prophesying against these people that control senators. They control presidents. They start world wars, and we're telling them that we're going to put them in hardcore slavery. So if we're prophesying against the Rothschilds who control the CIA, what is some nigga like? Come on, man. Some bug out with tattoos on his face. Oh no, not Jamal. I guess we got to go home now. Jamal is angry. Like, come on, man. Yeah, we never seen a nigga before.
Head this bitch out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, Jake bugged out, man.
And look what asking the Lord, can you add out too? Because that's what you got to do as a protocol.
Yeah.
You can't just come out the house, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and Yahawashi is over building, man. The chief cornerstone. Like, that's one of my stones. You got to come ask me to knock that house down,
Get
man.
permission.
Yeah, to deconstruct this house, you need permission.
Yeah.
It says, and whom ye also are building together for an habitation of our power through the Spirit, man.
Right.
You got it, out.
You got right.
Through the Spirit, man.
This is to inhabit something. This is where you stay, you live.
Habitat. That's your habitat.
Your habitat. This is where the Lord lives, man. The body of His men, right? And like the brothers was going into. If this brother is a part of the architects of this house, another nigga that don't have nothing to do just can't come in and just tear down the walls.
Yeah.
Start painting over the shit in a different color. No, the Lord was strategic in when He said, "In my Father's house there's many mansions." All right, we're a part of that. It's a people before it's a place. So the Lord constructing the people before He put them actual settlement in that place, man. You're not just gonna come up here and do what you want to one of these people, man. You got men. You best believe that has men that have been predestined on the planet Earth to do what we doing, and nothing gonna happen to them. That's what the Lord says. Some of you that's standing here should not taste of death, man. And I'm gonna be with you in the kingdom, drinking of this wine, man. You best believe that's going on right now, man.
But it takes faith to believe that.
Yeah.
And it was certain men that was in the house tried to do certain things, but they got removed, man. They couldn't taint it, they couldn't change the doctrine. Nah, they just got removed, man. And the building stayed the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah, Judas Iscariot was that's the first person I thought about. Judas Iscariot removed, man, and immediately replaced.
Yep.
And that house kept on going. You know? Hey, man, you best believe these stories and the different stories in the scriptures, they're true, man. You got Christians, like one woman, I guess, see me from afar, from the birth from afar, and asked, old girl, mama, with the braces, talking about, she was talking about how she believed in Adam and them lived that far, but the niggas don't believe that men ain't gonna taste that in this time around, man. You know? You believe in the things that David did, but you don't believe that, like I said, once again, that men, they got something on the planet that's not gonna taste of death, that's gonna live. It's gonna survive this coming destruction, man. All right? And now people don't have, that's one thing you start to learn as time progressing in truth, that 2/3 of the nation of Israel, your mama, your cousin, your auntie, on your third cousin on the far right side of your, they don't have faith.
Don't have it.
They just don't have it. And it's cool. It's cool for them not to have faith. Just move the fuck on.
Right.
It's for you to get it, man. It's for you to have it. This is like this back in the day, the 70s, 80s. This is members only. This is members only club, man. This ain't for everybody. There's things that we discuss amongst ourselves of the heavy, deep, dark scriptures that we don't share with everybody. A lot of it go over your head, man.
Bug you out.
Yeah, bug you the fuck out. Go ahead, y'all got it.
You got it right.
I got something.
Right, hold on.
Yeah, I got it.
This is Romans chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 1.
One more thing I want to say. There's things that the Lord revealed to his men through scriptures and through the signs and stars that he don't reveal to everybody else. And sometimes we don't even see it out. That, like the 144 thing.
Yeah.
I thought, me speaking for my own self and other brothers I done heard, we thought we was tripping. We kept seeing that shit on my face. And that's something he just revealed to us. We was in the world, we didn't see no 144 like that. No?
Like you didn't even notice it.
We didn't notice the chariots and shit, man. certain things happening through the spirit and the Lord's putting his stamp on it. Hey, I did that.
That's
and they just let you know I did that.
Yeah, right. It's true.
You know?
And you can see it plainly too.
Yeah.
You know, like it ain't blurry at all, like it's just clear.
There's been times where I'm driving the car, fucking chariot, they're the biggest of goddamn Superdome. Boom. Hey, you see that, man? What you talking about? Nobody sees it but you. And the Lord has people, you know what I'm saying, has people blinded like that, where you only can see certain things, man. And that's faith. We believe in those things, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, even the camps, the altar in Isaiah 19. It takes a man of faith to look at young Israelite men going into history, going into etymology, going into current events. Like, oh, this must be of the Lord. A random person, they walk by with just some niggas that want some money.
Yeah.
Where the collection plate at?
Yeah, they came up to us before like that.
Yeah.
Heat bombs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing from
It's clear that this is the house of the Lord. It's super clear if you're a man of faith. But to those that haven't been given the gift of faith, they just each some niggas reading the Bible. They're bugged out, man. What you got to write?
It's clear and cut too that the apostles to all on down are the men of the Lord. It's clear cut. It's no way you can possibly argue that, man. 40 something years, almost 40 years plus, man. All right? Ins and outs of this thing. You can't tell me they ain't the men of the Lord, man.
Everything that's in the news right now, they were talking about it in the 90s, in the 80s. It's in the news now. Like, what else you need? Like, come on, man. In the 90s, we were listening to Cash Money, No Limit. But just Tupac.
Some of them weren't even in the world.
Yeah,
some of us weren't even in the world, man.
Yeah, some of y'all were in the spirit world like this.
These men growing up.
These men were on
similar.
Yeah, they were on the highways and hedges talking about World War III is going to destroy America with missiles and, you know, the mark. Like, the technology wasn't even, the internet wasn't even a big thing back then. They're telling you that like, come on, man. Everything that's happening right now, they were prophesying in the 80s and 90s, man.
Niggas had nooks in their mouth playing with that shaker as a baby. You ain't even thinking about shit, man. Yeah. Nintendo 64, you was
blowing out cartridges.
Yeah, blowing out cartridges, putting in the thing. A lot of you don't know what we're talking about, you know? You know? Playing the video game with them 2 buttons. There's 2 buttons in the joystick.
Yeah.
Them men were still out there bringing it out, man. You gotta get it, man. You gotta give them their roses, man. That's a true testament of faith. Yeah. Because you best believe Apostle Tahar, when you seen him as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old with a black beard, he thought it was coming right then and there, and it didn't come. 20 years passed by, coming. But it held strong to where you can see the prophecies jumping off the paper right now in the flesh. We thought, hey, 2007, 2008, I thought it. There's a brother in Houston, that brother, we trying to help the brother get his car fixed. Brother like, hey man, fuck that car. This shit about to go down.
Yeah.
It didn't go down. It didn't go down, you know what I'm saying? But it just, hey man, we ready to get the fuck on, man.
You got that mindset.
Yeah, and we still have that mindset. We wouldn't like them. We wouldn't like those. In the testament of the 2000 Israelites. The 2000. Elder Apostle said what he said. That was just a testament of having the urgency to get the hell on. But they had niggas with suitcases ready to go. And when Y2K came and gone, the niggas back in the world. Yeah, they went back smoking Virginia Slims and shit. Newports and sucking on 9-laters, man. Back to the damn pork chop sandwiches and shit. They didn't have no faith. You better, if you don't have it, you better go and get you some. Go and find you some faith, man.
Yeah.
Cause we were, right before this video, we was talking about just some small examples of, wow, boy, I don't even know how we gonna get out. It's like, it's too much to think about, man. It's just too much to think about. You can't even think about what you're gonna do. It's just adapting and reacting to shit, man. Go ahead, Al. You got that. I'm gonna get this other scripture too.
It's Romans chapter 5, I'm going to start at verse 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord, Yahawashi HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
Right. And hope goes into expectation, peace in the Greek. So all of these things are connected. Your faith, your patience, as the brother read in James, your patience is your suffering. You have to suffer, and that's going to increase. If you're a man of the Lord, your suffering is going to increase your faith. All of these things are a trial, and we have to go through. And it's a beautiful process once you understand it. But again, if you're in the world, if you don't believe in the word at all, things come upon you and you're going to bug out. Everything is going to either build or destroy your faith, depending on whether you're of the elect.
This is Titus 1. This is Titus 1 and 1. It says, Paul, a servant of Yahweh, an apostle of Yahawashi Mashiach, according to the faith of Yahweh's elect, and the acknowledging of the truth, which is after godliness, in hopes of eternal life, which Yahweh, that cannot lie, promised before the world began, but had in due time manifest his word through preaching, which is committed unto me according to the commandments of our power Yahweh and our Savior.
Right. Going back to Romans 10, faith come by hearing. So if you hear that America's going to be destroyed, if you hear that the chosen people are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we've been promised the kingdom by a power that cannot lie, that's what it says.
Cannot lie.
Read that again.
It says, in hope of eternal life, which Yahweh, that cannot lie, promised before the world began.
We have a promise from a power that cannot lie. Bro, that you can't, anybody could make a promise. You could have a contract, have it in writing, and it could still fall through because we're men. At the end of the day, we don't control tomorrow. But we have a promise from a power that cannot lie. So if you have just an inkling of faith in this, hey, it's like the faith of a mustard seed, man. It's going to grow and blossom and just, it's going to explode. And we're at that point, as the brother keeps saying, like our faith gets bolder and bolder. Just as every day goes by, it's more and more evident that we've been preaching the truth, that the apostles are the men of the Lord, that we have the correct understanding, that we have the true visions, and we're about to get out of here.
And that's the reason why you see so many videos get done on a daily basis, man. Because brothers got faith. They know that this place is going down. They know that this place is finished. Yahawashi finna return, man. And the reason why they constantly putting more pressure and more pressure as doing these, as professing this word, doing these videos, these epistles, man, because of the faith, man.
What does it say in Esdras? As for faith, it shall flourish.
Yeah.
That's the time we're right now. Faith is flourishing. If you're of the elect. If not, your faith, as we can see, these other camps, the house of Saul, their faith is dwindling. Jake is just waxing worse and worse and worse. And the house of David is waxing stronger. Why? Because of the faith. That's the key ingredient right there. That's what determines whether or not you're of the house of David, if you're of the seed of Abraham, or if you're just some nigga that knows he's an Israelite. You got that Corinthians?
Oh, no. 2 and
11. 2 Corinthians 11 and 22.
All right, 2 Corinthians 11 and 22. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I.
Right, so this is Apostle Paul speaking to other Israelites that know the deal. Keep going.
Are they ministers of Hamashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more in labors, more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths oft.
Keep going.
Of the Jews, 5 times received, I have 40 stripes, save one.
Right, that goes back to the law in Deuteronomy 25. If somebody was going off, the priest could beat you 40 times. Keep going.
Thrice was I beaten with rods, once was I stoned, thrice I suffered shipwreck, a night and a day I have been in the deep.
So Apostle Paul is going through all of the things he suffered because of his faith, because of his preaching. He's been beaten, he's been shipwrecked, keep going, it's going to get deeper. You got it?
And journeyings, often in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils by my own countrymen, in perils by the heathen, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren.
Right, so he's suffering persecution from the Romans. He's suffering persecution from you niggas. He's getting shipwrecked. He's getting stranded out to sea. He's going through everything to bring forth this gospel. Keep going.
In weariness and painfulness, and watchings often, and hunger and thirst, and fastings often, and cold and nakedness.
Right, so he went without food. He went without clothing. He's fasting. Now let's see if all of these things are going to weaken his faith. Let's keep reading.
Beside those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all churches.
So he's still rebuking Jake. He's still keeping the churches in order. He's writing letters. It tells you that I forget which chapter, but he basically day and night he was just crying, warning us of false teachers. Man, he was going through all of this, and he was still maintaining the flock. He was still, teaching, exhorting, putting forth. He was giving 100%. Keep going.
Who is weak, and I am not weak. Who is offended, and I burn not. If I must needs glory, I will glorify other things which concern my infirmities.
Right, so he's glorifying his infirmities. All of these things built his faith. He's like, look, all of these things are making me weak, but guess what? Those that are of a contrite spirit and a broken heart are close to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. So he took these things as a boost of his faith. Why? Because he's a man of the Lord. Now imagine if you're not a man of the Lord and you suffer persecution, nakedness, fasting, hunger, you're getting beat up by the heathen, you're getting arrested, you're getting beat up by your own people. All of these things happening to somebody that's not of the elect, that will completely destroy their faith. It takes a man of the Lord to endure all things for the namesake of Yahawashi Mashiach. And everything we're about to experience right now, they're going to have brothers in the news. They're going to call us terrorists. They're going to have we're already on several watch lists. These things are many of the things that the brother just read. We're going to experience some of these things for the name of Yahawashi. We're not going to be suffering as a nigger. We're not going to be suffering as an African American. We're not going to be suffering as a woke, critical race theory, anti-American. We're going to be suffering for the name Yahawashi, bahasham, Yahawashi. So that's going to boost our faith. The rest of these people are just going to get completely demolished out here, man.
And fear is a faith booster too.
Yeah.
Right? Fear and faith is synonymous.
Synonymous, yeah.
Right? This Psalm 16:4. It says, Thou hast 3. Thou hast showed thy people hard things. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. So why you see the banner is what? The scriptures. All right, that it may be displayed because of the truth out of the what? The ones that feel. And through their feel, it's going to show their faith, man.
Yeah.
Because only the ones that fear the Lord is going to faithfully do what he told them to do, man.
Yeah.
Constantly push, constantly toil in the work until I what? Come get you, man. All right, till I tell you, look, or till I make y'all stop working. right? That's another testament of a man's faith. You keep working until the Lord, till you in the kingdom.
Yeah, I done seen niggas right there on the job. They've been at the job since high school, 17, all the way up until their damn 60. They stayed in that bitch till the job closed down. They put a lock on the goddamn door, man. They have more faith in the job than the faith in Yahawashi was showing the scripture, man.
Yeah, because Esau's gonna pay him every 2 weeks. The Lord, you got to wait for the kingdom to get a penny. So that takes faith. You know, Jake don't have faith like that, man. And it's the spirit that the word brought that out, because it tells you in Luke the 2nd chapter that Yahawashi was for the fall and rising of many in Israel. Before this truth, we thought our family members really believed. Like they go to church, they wear the big ass hat, they talk about Jesus all the time. You really thought that these people had faith until you come into the house of the Lord. You realize this is a very small sanctuary.
Yeah, we doing like in the spirit, we're catching in coins that we can't. It's like spiritual social security. You know, you can't touch that money until you old.
Yeah.
But we're doing it now. Like we're bringing up the word, and our spiritual coins are being cashed into the kingdom. We can't see how much we was paid. We just know we're being paid for it, man. Until we get in the kingdom to actually benefit and reap the benefits of our labor, man.
And when you retire, hey, once we're in the kingdom, that's going to be retiring from all this work, and then we're going to live off that spiritual social security.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Lord.
Yeah,
We ready for it, man. Yeah, we about to retire early too. About to retire early, man.
You got it
Yes,
right.
indeed.
Oh yes. Yeah. I rest.
That's a retirement plan.
Yeah.
I know fucking Cadillac and the dog. You know, Jake got a Cadillac and he go spend some of his Social Security money at the casino all day. You know what I'm saying?
Jay go down to Miami and think that's
living. Living, man. Nigga went to Biloxi and think he living.
I gotta give me a part-time job so I can keep my
Social Security, and they don't know I'm making money.
Yeah, I need to work on the table.
You retired to work again.
to work. You retired to get a part-time job.
I'm
Greeting at
cleaning
Walmart.
banks. Cleaning banks, you know, when they close under the table.
Greeting at Walmart. Welcome to Walmart.
Welcome to Walmart.
Welcome to
Hell
Walmart.
yeah.
Welcome to
We
Walmart.
check your receipt.
You could, right?
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about something. I don't really have to work. I just choose to.
Yeah.
Because I won't be around the house.
Everybody that's working have to work.
You have to work. That's why you work.
You got it right.
This is Sirach chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
That's beautiful. You got to have faith to believe that, man. You have to have faith to believe that the reward is not going to fail, man. Jake falls out of the truth because they don't have faith that they're going to be rewarded. So they'll put in 6 months, a year, 5 years. Next thing you know, they change their, you got Jake that's just falling out right at the end, man. It's unbelievable. They just don't have faith.
With them not having faith, they got a backup plan in the back of their head to go back into the world in case this Israelite thing, in quotes as they call it, doesn't work out.
Yeah, this Israelite thing.
Like it's something better than this.
Yeah, like what? How you fall out now, man? The world is finished. Babylon is through.
I got one too. We've been in the truth a short time. That's why I say he that fulfilled he that been made perfect in a short time fulfilled a long time. And made what? Complete through the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Right? You gonna fulfill a long time. If you just allow the Lord to complete you in this short time with the truth right here, man.
Yeah.
This been a short time we've been in this truth compared to having to long some, somebody woke up 2 years ago, whatever, whatnot,
That's really disrespectful to do to the Most High. Like, say you came in a couple of years ago, right when shit was about to go off. You didn't come in like 10 or 20 years ago where you had to wait. But we're literally at the point to where you see the government, Esau's government, talking about the chariots, and you just you can't feel like it anymore. Yeah, documentary.
I got one real fast. It's a little meeting. It's some verses. Let's need to come out. It's 1 Corinthians 3:5. It says, "Who is then is Paul, and who is Apollos? by the ministers by whom ye believe, even as the Lord gave to every man. I have planted, Apollos have watered, but the Most High giveth the increase. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither is he watered, but the Most High giveth increase. By he that planted and he that watered are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with Yahawah. Ye are Yahawah's husbandry. Ye are Yahawah's building, according to the grace of Yahawah, which is even unto you as a wise master builder. I have laid the foundation. It says, and another build it thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon. For other foundations can no man lay down that is laid, which is Yahawashi Mashiach. Now, if any man build upon this foundation, gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man work shall be made manifest, for the day shall be declared it, because it shall be revealed by fire. That fire is the hell that we catch, man. Right? And the fire shall try every man work of what sort it is. So through this hell we catch, the Lord's gonna prove if you're fire, precious stone, you're wood, or hay, you're hay, or stubble. All right?
If I can say real quick, back in that Sirach 2, verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men
In the furnace of adversity.
Right. This is a refining process we're going through right now to get out all those little impurities, so we can be purified and be able to be worthy and acceptable of that great reward that's coming for our faith and patience in Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi.
Verse 14. It says, if any man works abide, which he hath built thereof on, he shall receive a reward. All right. It says, if any man work shall be burned, it shall suffer loss. But him himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. All right. This is a little more. All right. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahawah, and the temple, the spirit of Yahawah dwell in you. If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall Yahawah destroy. For the temple of Yahawah is holy, which temple ye are. There you go, man.
We're the third temple, man. And that temple is, again, being built by faith, Yahawashi being the chief cornerstone, and the apostles, the elders, the men of the Lord that you read about in the scriptures, they laid the foundation. All you have to do is have faith in that, man. The scriptures tell you we're entering other men's labors. The Lord's not asking you to just go out on a complete limb.
But over with, man.
Yeah, the hard part is already, the heavy lifting, it's been done. You got camps. The Lord set up elders all these major cities. You got Jake in major cities, or they're 20 minutes away, 40 minutes away, an hour away from a camp, and they're still like, man, I don't know. I don't know about all of this. I mean, I believe, but I'm gonna just push the thumbs up button.
Hey, which one would you rather do? If somebody told you, hey, I got a plot of land and I got this amount of money, but you got to build this house. But I also have a 25,000 foot square mansion with pools and everything you want already built. Which one? They're gonna take that mansion already built.
Yeah.
It's the easy way. Yeah. You got air conditioning. Sure. You got everything you need, all amenities, man.
Yeah.
The hard work is already it's done. You just gotta pitch in and maintain that house. You gotta mop, you gotta clean, you gotta power wash, cut that grass.
Yeah, Yahawashi even said that the men, he's hiring laborers, and the men that he hires at the very last minute are going to get paid the same as the men that have been laboring the whole time.
That's a deal of a lifetime.
That's a deal of a life. You can't, like, what can you say to that?
Yeah, ye husbandry.
Yeah,
Just do the husbandry work.
yeah.
Like I got the field out there for you.
That's plowing.
Plowing the field.
That's laying seed, laying fertilizer, laying lime down.
But it still takes faith to do that.
You don't have to start the business. You don't have to start the business and go to the bank
That's
and
the
get
hardest
the
part.
loan.
Like
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
get
Yeah, the hardest part is starting.
That's to be the
The upstart,
hardest
the upstart, the hardest part.
Hey, the scriptures say better is the end of a thing. We're at the end. This is the best part, man. You gonna fall out at the best part?
Because it's finished. It's finished, right?
Yeah, man.
That's the finishing part.
Yeah.
The finishing touch.
Niggas saying they quit every day, B.
They say three.
They said I quit, man.
They said 3 videos.
No.
3 videos, man. I ain't gotta do no 3
Put
videos.
my heritage.
Yeah.
And the furnace proved it the potter's vessel.
Yeah.
You know what you went through, you know what I'm saying, to hold that thing down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the furnace proved that, man.
Yeah.
Like you say, going through this thing for the Father, the Lord proving us, man. It ain't like you think we just doing this for absolutely nothing? We just doing this because it look good, and we just low life losers in life, man. We just low lives.
Then
Don't make sense, man.
another thing that brothers experience is the car breakdown, different stuff. That's the Lord trying you, and there's also, in a sense, Satan can be like, I'm gonna put an obstacle in your way to see how you handle it. If you're gonna still strive for the truth, man.
Yeah.
Right?
That's shipwreck.
Yeah.
The brother read in, Apostle Paul, he experienced shipwreck. Today, that would be your car breaking down.
Yeah, that's why I say sometimes you got men that you love and the truth fall off. What you do? I bring out the analogy of taking the dog tags in the army. You on a battlefield, shit blowing up, shit shooting. You will look over this man, his shit spewed all over the grass, man. What you gonna do? You gonna sit there, man, look at you, take your dog tags and keep going. The fight still goes on.
Yeah. Spiritual
Fighting
war,
over.
man.
You better, like I say, if you don't have something, you better go and get you something real quick. They're gonna get you some feet, man.
And you running out of time.
Yeah, and that's how we know that those impurities off the elect is getting burned off, because of the times that we see of things much closer, man. This nigga Como is talking about going to niggas' houses.
Yeah.
And taking you away.
Paying for your own taxi ride to go get the bike.
Yeah.
I'll take you a ride.
You're gonna take a ride.
A long ride on that short bridge, man. This nigga Como is coming with it. So what you gonna do, man?
Yeah, what he ain't saying is within that negotiation ain't no choice.
Yeah. We're gonna have a talk.
He giving you an offer you can't refuse. Like the mafia, man. If not, heads will be in beds.
That's
They
really
put the head in the bed.
horse head.
That's a boy.
We having that talk with you right now, man, that you better not resist, man.
Yeah.
The Lord talking
This is
to
the
you.
no
ultimate
choice.
talk, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we coming like Cuomo too, but we coming as ambassadors of the Most High, telling you, hey, you might want to take this off. Look, see right here, line right here, sign right. This do it, man.
It ain't
Just
even
do
an
it.
offer,
Yeah.
really. I guess
Yeah,
you
just
signed the oath, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the deal of a lifetime, literally.
offering
but
is
just
a
a-
decision,
just
right
a
there.
y'all brothers just went over to P. They said, man, if you just come in, you gonna still get paid as the
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
way
Right.
back in the 70s, man.
Yeah, I deal
Early
with
80s.
I deal way better than Cuomo.
Yeah.
You know
Yes,
what I mean? This
indeed.
deal way
Yeah.
better though.
Yeah, way
Man, Jay
better.
tripping, man.
Yeah.
You somewhere like the college commercial. You somewhere you ain't doing nothing. You just laying around watching videos. Why you don't get up and get in that car, come down here?
Until
You
you
know?
don't get in that car and go down there.
Yeah.
Education connection.
Yeah, education connection, man. Hey man, that's on you though, man. That's like we sit down here. That's on your body. It's been told the blood off our hands, man.
Yeah.
You know, Lord willing, we keep and increasing our faith, man. What the nigga? I remember my teacher told me, "Why did that nigga pray?" That nigga said, "I got mine. You gotta get yours." You know, you ever heard that before?
Yeah.
Got mine.
Yeah,
You gotta get yours though. I said, "Oh, that nigga."
He solidified in the world.
yeah.
He basically told you, I got my consolation.
Yeah,
Go get yours. Because it's nothing but a momentary consolation.
Yeah, man.
He ain't even had that. You a teacher for crying out loud. You ain't got that.
Nigga make $9 back then, man.
Yeah.
$7. He was talking about he got his education. I gotta get my diploma. I said, oh, man, fuck all that.
You get $9?
He's probably getting paid $6 back then. Fuck. Hey man, it's a deal of a lifetime, man. This is the Lord telling you gonna literally get paid the same amount of pay for the same place, the kingdom, man. How much more the Lord give you a glimpse of the kingdom in Revelation 22, man. How you resist something like that? How you don't believe in a place like that, man?
No faith.
It's better than this hell. This hell right here, man.
The Lord basically giving us the kingdom for free. Just come serve him, man. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah. He said
It's yours.
It's his good pleasure.
It's his good pleasure.
to give us
Like,
the kingdom.
meaning what? It was pleasurable to me to give y'all the kingdom. Like, y'all didn't come earn it. I gave it to y'all, but I left y'all with something to do, right?
Right.
It's crazy.
John, got anything we can end on? John, we can end on that. Oh, you got 3 years out, right?
This is Hebrews chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 2 and jump around a bit. Looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Hey, the author and finisher of our faith. And look, Yahawashi went through tribulation. Look where he's at, as it just said, at the right hand of his Father. And as it says, the servant is not greater than his master. If he shall endure tribulation, so shall you, roughly paraphrasing. If we go through the same lot in tribulation that Yahawashi did, and he's sitting at the right hand of the Father, what does that mean? We're going to sit at the right hand of Yahawashi, glorified. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Ye have not resisted unto blood striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked. For whom the Lord loveth he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
And that chastening goes into like the denial, man. You're being denied right now, but what you wait through patience, the access to do what you wanted to do again. You know, because in a bigger sense, we're being put over here to get out, you know, to be punished. We're being denied, but through our faith, we have to wait for the access to govern and have dominion over the world again, man. The hardest, they already tell you in the word, the hardest part is the build up, the anticipation of the shit, man. That's the hardest part, the wait. It's like if somebody told you, hey, you got $10 million, $100 million check clearing by the end of the month, you like, oh fuck, man, it's fucking the first.
Yeah.
You can't wait till the 31st come, man. And you know it's gonna hit you're gonna hit that paper in that bed, put your passcode. Oh Lord, 100,000. You're gonna lose your fucking mind. Yeah. All right? It's the same with us. Because we know the scriptures, we know the deep dark parables and everything. We see the clues. We literally see in Romans the 24th chapter. All right? The wars and rumors of wars, we've seen these things a bit, so we know, oh, it's slow. Oh, Matthew 24. You know, that's why we say it's close, man. That's all you've been hearing now, brothers say, man, it's close. We close, huh? Y'all brothers hold strong, it's close.
That's all we saying. That's
all we saying.
That's all we put aside amongst each other.
It's close, man.
Paul tell you that. See, we saw through a mirror a glass door.
Right.
But now we can
see.
Yeah,
we can see clear. Yeah. But what's this? We can see clearly now.
The rain is gone.
Yeah.
The flood is gone.
The rain and darkness is gone. We can see clear now, man.
Got it.
Yeah, bring it out if you got that. You know, hitting on that. That's Maccabees, right?
It says,
that's right.
But
man.
now we see. I'm gonna read that one. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in court shall be done away with. And of course, we know in part of prophesy. We can see it now, right? When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. And when I became a man, I put away childish things. And really been exercising this truth as well, man. Right? It's growing up too, but you become a man, an adult, your senses exercising the truth, and you become what? You can see it now, you know?
You got vision.
You visualize it, man. You start to sin it and feel it. It says, for now, that's why he jumped to this. For now, we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as I am known, man. So we said, we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face we can see it. So you're looking at a mirror that's cloudy, you don't ever see yourself. But once that mirrors get wiped away, you're gonna see the sheer reflection of yourself, man. All right, that's just what it is to this point, man. You see, this is evident, man, and that's why our faith is on the front line. We on front line with our faith, believing that the Lord gonna come through with what He told us He gonna come through with. If He don't, we doomed. We done pushed the chips to the table like this is it. Yeah, I done forsake, Lord. I done forsake families, jobs, the world, partners,
Yeah.
right? This is it. If this fail, I'm done, man.
And you gotta die for it.
Fully committed.
You got to.
Yeah, you gotta die in the world to get the kingdom.
Yeah.
So either way it go, you gon' die some kind of way. Whether it's as a nigga,
we died.
perishing, yeah, we die.
We died.
Yeah.
We ain't the same guys who were in the world. That dude dead, man.
Watch this guy right now.
Oh yeah.
Dude, these motherfuckers got
Yeah,
a thing with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't worried about nothing.
You have more around here?
Drop it over here.
Hebrews chapter 12.
Oh man, that's bring that out, huh? He got one. My bad. He got. Because what we gotta be, basically visionaries, man. We gotta be able to see. Cause we been going into faith. Faith goes and having vision, man. Like this brother made a perfect example about being a guy that build houses, a contractor. My bad, a carpenter. Carpenter has any type of artist that does things with their hands. Welder, you got to see that shit finished already before it's even finished. All right.
Even an artist, like when you look at a blank canvas, you gotta see
the picture.
Yeah, you gotta see
I
it.
see the picture finished before it's even finished, man.
That's the only way you know how to finish it.
Yeah.
If you can't see the end of it, you can't finish it.
Yeah, God.
We can see the end of it. That's why we can believe in the after effect of it, because we know the end is the beginning.
Even this place, we see the end of this
the end of
place.
this before it ended, right? And the end is the beginning. It's the beginning of it's so.
Yeah, it's heavy,
Fire,
man.
bro. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
heavy.
go ahead. This brother got visionary. What a visionary is, man. Go ahead,
All
Doc.
right. 1, marked by vision or foresight, a visionary leader. 2, incapable of being realized or effected, unrealistic. 3, a people characterized by idealistic or radical ideas, especially impractical ones.
Right. Go ahead.
Given to having visions. 5, of the nature of or seen in visions.
Yeah, and that's us, man. We have to the common world these ideas and things that we see is not coming to the people in the known world. That's why it says right there, idealistic or radical ideas, impractical ones. The chariots is impractical. The kingdom is impractical. People don't even think about that. When people think of the kingdom, they think about it's gonna be a place floating on clouds with gold gates and naked little babies in front.
Not doing a damn.
Not doing a
Just
damn
sitting
thing.
there playing
Yeah,
Lord.
they're gonna be this long ass line with a dude on a gold. He a judge up there with a gold bench. Talking about, come on.
St. Judas Gate.
Yeah.
You accept it.
Yeah.
You accept
not
it.
accept
You
it.
accept
No,
it.
you have
Yeah.
premarital sex, you have to go to hell forever.
Yeah, but then if you're destined to go to hell, you drop through the clouds open up, you drop through this
Trap
little hole where you just go down fast to the ground. But when we say the kingdom of heaven is gonna be on earth, the kingdom of heaven is gonna, it's supposed to look like this. That's out of the box, man. Because you people are literally in a box. You're boxed in. We're the only ones that have vision and faith to go outside the box to see with this vision to see, oh, that's what the Lord meant by that. That's what happened in that account that went down. All right? This is what Matthew 18 is talking about. Daniels. Hey man, if you see Daniels, you can understand Daniels in the Revelations in the pocket, man. Your eyes open, man. Your eyes open, man.
Pineal gland.
Yeah, you wide open, man.
Yeah.
And have a sound faith and sound doctrine, and having understand that, you open, man. Go ahead, Doc. My bad.
Oh, you do.
If you mind if I make a point, it's just like, people saying in the world they got free will and shit, but ultimately they're prisoners walking into their fate, man. See, by us
I'm waiting for a nigga to come up there with that.
ultimately by us being known unto this, ultimately by us being known of this truth, we have the understanding of what it is to truly be free, because we know that we're in the prison and we know how to get ourselves out of it, man, through the faith of Yahawashi.
Hey, what DJ, what that nigga name? DJ Khaled said, we got the keys, man. Hey, we got the keys for real. Hey, this key give us access to that house, man. The same house. Hey, everybody, you got a key, huh? Everybody, it shouldn't be no man that has a house that don't have a key to their own fucking house, man. What are you doing? You gotta have a key to your shit. Or if we all sharing this place, it's all our building. Hey, everybody get a key to that. You can go in there whenever you want. You have access to it. But everybody, yeah, certified, yeah, man. And we have it. And like I say, don't get mad at us. We're proclaiming it, man. It's evident that we are the men. It's evident that the apostles are the men of the Lord, man. We have that. What's the word? We have that access, man.
To Yahawashi. No.
Yeah.
Let that be known.
Yeah.
We got it to Yahawashi. Then he accessed the rest of the Father.
Yeah.
That's right.
We have that,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Now you can give us full access.
Yeah, we have full access to the
Yeah.
keys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
we have
now,
that.
we gotta go through Yahawashi. Ain't no other way to the Father, man.
That's more than good enough.
That's
God,
more than good. He platinum with the Lord.
The water.
Right.
Yahawashi platinum with the Lord.
He's on the right hand.
And we platinum with him.
Let
Mercy to you.
Yes. We it's good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just one quick one. Hebrews 12:11. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
I wish I said you got the keys to heaven. You can't got the keys to hell, man.
He even gave David. He even gave David keys, man. Remember?
Yep.
Beautiful, man. Playing with this beautiful account of faith, distribution of faith like no other. You got it all.
This is Second Maccabees 7:1. It says, it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
Right, and that king is talking about Antiochus. This is during the Hellenistic, the third beast, right, the Greek Empire. This devil was going around forcing our people to consume something that was unlawful, which is going on right now.
Yeah.
All right. Ecclesiastes 1:9, there's no new thing under the sun. So you have this devil, this Edomite named Antiochus. He has 7 Israelites and their mother rounded up, and he's forcing them to eat flesh, but they refuse to do so. So he's putting them to death. Now, if you have faith and you see your brothers get put to death, what is that going to do? Jump down to verse 10 and read on down.
Hey, their mom, if I can say real quick, it was their mom that pushed them forward. Hey, with wisdom prepared for the woman.
Yeah.
The word is what's going to put, as this will go into the wisdom of the word, as that mother is what's going to push you through the tribulations and trials that are coming.
So now this is wisdom.
Wisdom embrace you in second heavens. The mother, wisdom embrace you.
This is Second Maccabees 7:10. It says, and after him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue. He put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and said, courageously, Salakia. These I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them. It says, and from him I hope to receive them again.
Right, so he's already watched 2 of his brothers get put to death. Now he's holding out his tongue. He's holding out his hands courageously. He's ready to go, man. He's not cowering. He's not whimpering. He's not thinking, well, wait a minute. On second thought, I will try that swine's flesh. No, he's not. That's not even a thought that's in his mind. His faith is being exercised, and he's being proven by the Father. Keep going.
Some brothers got to be with that Jew.
Yeah.
It says, and so much that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded his pain. Now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mingled the fourth in like manner.
Right. So now the third son is dead. He went out manfully, man. So now this is the 4th son. Go on.
It says, so when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from Yahawah to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
Now, this is an ultimate faith booster, man. This man is like, look, I'm an Israelite. No matter what happens to me, I have resurrection through Yahawashi, bahasham, Yahawashi. That's the spirit you're supposed to have. But as for you, you have no resurrection. So this is a clear trial of faith, and it boosted their faith. Being put in a literal life or death situation, you're being tormented. You're being just, not only you put to death, you got to watch your family get put to death. But they didn't buckle, they didn't fold. Their faith was boosted. And you can best believe all 7 of those sons are here right now to receive the kingdom of heaven. Everything, their reward, as the brother went into. There's a reward for all of this. Your faith comes with a reward. It's not just something, you're floating around, I'm spiritual, I believe in a higher power. No, man, faith is tangible. You can see the end of this thing, man.
Confidence.
Yeah.
They suffered their fate. Like you said, they suffered right there and died. They didn't get the kingdom of heaven right there. Right? They had to be reincarnated because the kingdom of heaven coming what? In this time.
Yeah.
So they had to die and then go back, all right, and come back through reincarnation, get their judgment again and come back down again, man.
About their reincarnation.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So now they're going to receive, like he says, we going to get, but for you, what you going to get? Like, yeah,
You gonna come back and
resurrection
change.
is coming to us, man. You got it now.
Going back to Acts, all the men of the Lord always, the prime example, when Yahawashi came back, all right, after the 3rd day, what did the men of the Lord ask him, man? Are you now going to restore the kingdom of heaven? They always look for the kingdom, man. They always looked for it. They thought it was their time, too. It's like the brother saying, and them dudes, them 7 Maccabees, son, they came back plenty of times. And now you better, like the brother said, you best believe they're back here today.
They noticed the time. That's why the men today that can be any one of these men sitting right here, we notice the time now. Because what? Oh man, the latter end, knowledge shall be increased. So now the knowledge of then, when they didn't know when it would come, the Lord allowed them to know now. It's him. All right? You think the kingdom gonna come and the Lord not gonna allow the men who wrote the scriptures to come back and know that it's the time? It makes sense, man. All right, they can break what? Go stand in the inner lot, see what the end shall be. In the latter end, you're going to be increasing, understand your rightness, man.
Because we brought out several, not that I'm thinking about, we brought out several reincarnation scriptures, verses. We said about the one, you should not taste of death until the kingdom of heaven. That means them guys are back here today.
Yep.
These are the last days right here, man. There's several scriptures we can bring out showing of those prominent men, all right, being back. Even some of the men, I think Timothy's, it was spoken about Timothy's aunt and grandmother being their elect women. Those women are back. There's prominent women that that's gonna get delivered. There's families that's gonna be delivered, man. Brothers, women and children gonna be delivered in that day, man.
An example with Noah. Him
Right.
and his family members were delivered. Yeah, the woman is the head of the household. If she's slated to be delivered, the Lord gonna take her, man.
Right, man.
They part of that. Women is gonna get delivered. They gonna have some women get delivered.
Right. Because Yahawashi had, it wasn't just Yahawashi. Yahawashi had brothers and sisters too. He had a mother and father. It's possible that they're back, man. And they slated for, you best believe they slated for deliverance, man. It is what it is.
But it takes faith to believe in all of that. You've been given the gift of faith. You got to hold on to it. Like Yahawashi said, to that which you have already, hold fast till I come. And he's coming right now, man. You can clearly see Yahawashi is making his way to the earth. The chariots making themselves known. These prophecies are popping off. So, all you have to do is hold on to the faith. All right. He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. So, anybody have anything else?
And a lot of times, we have the scriptures to show us things. But sometimes you can down there through the proper context, you can go and go a little past it. Like, I bet you Yahawashi has a family, so you best believe he's gonna deliver his family, man. They're back. Joseph, Mary, you name it, they're back. They're gonna, any man in that type of, that power, that position, all right, they're gonna save your family, man. If you had that power to do that, So you can go past, they don't tell us everything, but you can go past that and think, okay, that's a possibility.
Nothing impossible.
Right.
You carrying that same energy around. You got it out.
Author and finisher of our faith.
All right. So with that, we pray this was edifying to the elect, those who have faith. So we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH,
Yahawah,
bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham,
Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect.
Turn it around,